So I've been thinking about the question, what would you do to bring the Elkhorn Area School District Special Education Program into the top 10% of special education programs? And I guess first of all, I have to humbly say I certainly by no means have all the answers. What I know I do have is a desire to collaborate, to problem solve, to research, to figure out what is the best approach for each individual child. As we all know, it's not a one size fits all. And I think that's what truly brings your program, what levels it up, is for you to be consciously thinking, evolving in your methods, in your interventions, to meet the individual needs of the children. I've had success in multiple different environments. I taught in an alternative program for kids with emotional behavioral disorders. I was a one-on-one aid support for a nonverbal student with autism spectrum disorder. I've done push-in support this year for reading and math. I've done pull-out support for reading and math. I've done a lot of social skills support for students this year, pull-out, where I'm actively teaching them specific social skills, writing social stories for them. Some of the interventions I've worked with is I really love the Boys Town method, which is a point system for behavioral modification. So I work with that quite a bit. It is formal teaching of social skills. There are 10 social skills, starting with a greeting, starting with body basics, and broken down into individual steps, because I really firmly believe that some students just don't naturally absorb these skills, even greeting an adult. And I think it takes role modeling. I think it takes practice. I think it takes, you can use video models. And another program I've worked with is the leveled literacy intervention for reading. And I've really seen progress with students' growth with that program. I think when it's delivered with integrity, it really is a great program. I've worked with kids with some pretty severe sensory needs. So I'm just going to show you some of the materials that I've been using this year. Let's see if I can get so in flipping my camera around, I actually stopped the video. So maybe technology isn't my strongest suit, but I'm a fast learner. So this is a book that I've used this year, Teaching Social Skills to Youth. And this is some of the behavior modification charts that I've used and created for a student. And I love looking back. This is actually from a year ago. So I love looking back at what was going on last year and how far the student has come this year. These are some resources I use. These are from my master's class in special education. This is a book about teaching students with autism in the inclusive classroom, educating students with autism, and then oppositional, defiant, and disruptive children and adolescents. This is a great resource as well. Just ideas, strategies, assessments. I use this, a behavioral assessment screening and intervention system. This I love, and I don't know how familiar any of you are with this, but it's the PRIM, or the Pre-Referral Intervention Manual. And this is an amazing resource. You can look up any behavior, whether it's academic or emotional, and it will give you, and this is very helpful for the regular education teachers. So for instance, does not read independently, and it will give you a whole lists 2 pages of strategies that you can try, really kind of before referring a student. Doesn't know letters of the alphabet, and then it goes into math, fails to correctly solve math problems requiring subtraction, into emotional, is not accepted by other students. So it's really wonderful. Like I was saying before, I do work with some students with high sensory needs. I use a lot of visual aids with those students, a visual schedule. This is something that I carry on my keychain, just visual cues for them. And that's very helpful for them. I have students that just need sensory input. This is like a chewy toy, a little bit more challenging with COVID and the masks, but this is a weighted stuffed animal. So just really kind of reassuring to them and gives them that sensory input they need with the weight. Noise canceling headphones. I have some students that need those. This is it's a compression vest, just to give them kind of a sense of security, and it's very calming. I have a lot of fidgets for kids. This is a quiet one where you work the marble through the maze, just to help them focus, but it's not loud or distracting for other students. And I've used this a little bit this year. This is a Phonics Blast program. So we're working on phonics. And these are the guides to the leveled literacy intervention. So here's some kindergarten books for non-readers that I'm using for one of my students. Yeah, that I really do enjoy this program for reading intervention. So I hope this information has been helpful and informative, showing you how I would work towards bringing the special education program at Elkhorn into the top 10%. I know in my initial interview talked about Ross Green and his methods and the training I've had through that program, and he's phenomenal. So I kind of want to insert a little video about him too. So, but I don't know, we'll see. I know I've been talking for quite a while. So, but thank you.